finest professional wrestling from the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, Capital Wrestling.
Are we live? Are we rolling yet?
Just a sec, we gotta get the green screen ready.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, sorry, I gotta call you back. We do this show, and every week it starts with me looking like a fool.
Well, Harry, you kind of bring it on yourself.
Bring it on myself? This is a massive conspiracy against me, against decency, and against Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
Harry, grow up. You sound like a kid.
What is this thing? Did he put you up to this? What's going on here?
You guys are so grounded.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah.
Give me the jacket.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Just give me
Get the bricks, kid.
Oh,
Get a long way.
Aw.
Yeah.
And the hat. And the beard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A View from the Capitol. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment himself, Harry Terjanian, and boy, do we have a show for you tonight.
What are you wearing? What is this?
What?
What is this? What are you wearing?
What are you talking about?
Not the jacket,
It's
the
California
shirt.
casual.
No, the shirt. What's with the shirt?
Oh, the shirt.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
No, I don't like it, as a matter of fact. No, I don't like it at all. You're wearing the shirt of somebody who I think is a convicted felon, as far as I'm concerned, Juba. So.
I can get you one. I'm
No.
sure they make it in, what's your size?
Are you implying something? Just, you know what? Just run down the show. You're an awful human being.
We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Timmy Danger returns to the Capitol faithful and does something a little bit unexpected.
Absolutely. Then we also get into the first round matchup, or the Torneo de Nada tournament, to find out who will be the future #1 contender for the Capitol Sapphire Television Championship.
We also have a women's title match as Corrine Mink takes on Ariela Nyx.
That, and also we have an interview with the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Bobby Orlando himself. But before we get into all that, after months away, Timmy Danger finally made his return here to the Capitol, and he did it in spectacular fashion, the only way he could do it, with a good old-fashioned faith healing. Let's go to the tape.
Pointing into the crowd there. Timmy Danger going to... Is that going to heal? Is that Chris Crespo? That is Chris Crespo. Chris Crespo of Handjob. As we remember, he getting pile-driven by Paul Jourdain last time. He's been in the hospital ever since. Wearing that neck brace. Thought they're going to heal him. Unbelievable.
I understand your name is Christopher, right? Yes. Christopher. I understand last time you had this neck brace on your neck. And what they did was they took advantage of you. They hurt you. They made you something that you're not.
Uh-huh.
But you don't need this. You can be so much more.
Preach on.
You don't need, you, through me, can reach greatness through power, through Timmy Danger, through the sanctuary.
Hallelujah.
You know you don't need that Orion. You give him some of that elixir.
Some of that magic elixir. Telling him to drink.
Break down those barriers.
You don't know what's in that?
You know that you don't need that neck brace. You know you were better than the ones who let you restrain. You know that you were better than the ones who hurt you. Take that neck brace off. You don't need that, young man. Take that off. Take that off and be healed by Timmy Danger, the supreme truth.
It's healed. He's healed.
What is going on here?
It's a miracle.
Great! You hear that? This young man is living proof of what Timmy Danger, the supreme truth, and the Danger Sanctuary can do for you. Right here, right now, right here, this young man has been saved.
Hallelujah.
This young man has reached salvation.
They just ripped off that. Hallelujah.
This is a crock.
Hallelujah.
This is a crock.
Huh? What?
Do you really believe?
Don't you see it with your own eyes?
My greatness through Timmy Danger, supreme truth. I can take you to the promised land, just like tonight. I'm taking the TV title tournament. Trust me, and trust in the sanctuary.
Trust in the sanctuary.
I wouldn't believe it if...
Incredible. Incredible. We witnessed a miracle, Stephen.
Harry, you can't possibly believe this.
What are you talking about? I saw with my own eyes. We were both there. He healed him. He doesn't need the neck brace anymore. Magnificent. The man's an icon, a religious icon.
You'll fall for anything.
What are you talking about? Whatever. Yeah.
Of course.
You just have no faith.
Of course, his night was not done as Timmy Danger continued to take on Jay George later that evening in the second matchup in the opening round of the Torneo de Nada.
Let's go to that tape.
So that's why you hang out with the mofo.
Oh, I just hang out with the first personality. The fact that he's a champion is extra.
Time for the snap.
Going
There,
for
take
a
that
crucifix.
That's the one thing Jay George is so hard to prepare for here. Look for the shoes on out there.
Oh, a kick to the stomach. Timmy Danger trying to bring a stop to this.
Jay George needs to stay focused.
And going to the rope.
Oh, and Neil Shaw.
So how many times are you going to be threatened with violence by somebody before you have to do something?
Loading that 5 count again. But Timmy Danger. But the referee admonishing him to stay away from that choke. Snapmare takedown. Timmy Danger getting ahead of steam. Pump kick, finish him off.
And
Timmy Danger setting up for something here.
Maybe a Samoan drop. And the beauty of this is after Timmy Danger beats you, he can heal all your wounds.
Cover, 1, 2.
Absolutely. Which is why you're not walking. Yeah. And
in the
Timmy
corner.
Danger.
Locking in that shoulder again. Look at the torque on the neck. Jay George trying to bite.
I don't know if it's his own hair or the elbow pad. Ooh.
Jawbreaker.
It might have been the elbow pad. And again, I don't know the thought process, but it was enough to throw Timmy Danger off.
Just that momentary separation is all Jay George needed.
That's what it, oh, and there's the dog headbutt.
Trying to make Timmy Danger asking for it. Ducks underneath. Middle rope springboard. Get all of it, but Timmy Danger in trouble. Irish whip reverse. Jay George spinning around. Spinning back fist.
Position of breaking that losing streak, and what a way to do it.
Ooh. Right on the back.
Jay George.
Looking for springboard. Roll through senton.
Got enough of it.
1, 2.
But Jay George's part is going to hurt him. Because
Miss. Kicks underneath. Looks for it. Silences. Jay George plants him. That's it. 1, 2, 3 count.
For Timmy Danger, it's on to the finals of the Torneo de Nada tournament as he'll take on Jeff Cannonball, who's already defeated good-looking Hank Flanders.
Now, all this to figure out just who will be the #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship. But speaking of champions, when we come back here on A View from the Capitol, we're going to take a look at the very first title defense for Ariela Nyx, the women's champion, right here on Capitol Wrestling.
Friday night, August 10th, Capitol Wrestling and Be Terrific come together for a colossal confrontation. Watch as all the Capitol Wrestling champions defend their titles live around the world on Twitch, including Ariela Nyx defending her Capitol Wrestling Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. The Capitol Wrestling tag titles get defended as Smiley and Juba return to action at the new Capitol Center in Harrison. 30 minutes, one Iron Man, as Ken Dixon defends his Capitol Wrestling Championship against the Bad Apple, Matt McIntosh. And in the Colossal Confrontation, Mike Law looks to reclaim his Sapphire Television title from the man who stole it from him, the Menfo Mofo. Order your tickets for Friday night, August 10th, starting at $15 at tinyurl.com/Colossal Confrontation.
That's right, the Colossal Confrontation, August 10th, is going to be something to see. And first, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Two Roads Brewing Company, the official beer of Capitol Wrestling. Follow the road.
Absolutely. Also, Wapanda. Your ride, your price, your way, available on the App Store and Google Play.
And To Be the Man, a graphic series set in Reagan's America where fantasy and reality are one and the same, and the heroes of the day are the foul-mouthed booze demigods of the squared circle.
Wow, I'm surprised you got that out there.
Barely.
You got that out there. There we go.
A little too much Thunderbird.
Congrats. All right. Well, here on Capitol Wrestling, the women's champion Ariela Nyx competed in a 64-women tournament to become the first ever Capital Wrestling Women's Champion. So it was about time for her to make her first official title defense, making herstory. Herstory.
Herstory, really?
That's right, herstory.
Herstory.
I
We're
was
going to
told
do this
specifically by the feminist Portia Vaughn that it's herstory.
You tell me not to make puns.
This is not a pun. It's a different thing. It's taking down the patriarchy. You should take a women's studies class. Open your mind a little bit, you know? Stop being such a chauvinist. Anyway, her opponent that night, well, her first time in the Capitol, we got to meet Corrine Mink.
Candace.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Marcus, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Candace, what's going on? Like, I mean, there's a cake and a human and a thing.
Let me tell you.
All right.
So this is my girl, Corinne.
Hi, Corinne.
Corinne
One
Mink.
R and two N.
One R, two N's. Hi, pleasure.
She is a world champion baker, but she's also a pro wrestler.
Get out. Get out.
Yeah, she lives in my building, apartment 6B. So she's my
Okay.
neighbor. She's my girl, and I honestly think she should come to Capitol.
Okay. I mean, you're a women's wrestler and you're a world champion baker. I mean,
Yes.
obviously we have to have her in the company.
Not only that, but you know where I'm going with this, right? Like,
No, you tell me.
She has to be Ariela. I think she can be Ariela. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, I know you have issues with Ariela.
Yeah, I have issues with her, but I also think it's good for the brand. I think it will be a great opportunity for her. So I'm, and free cake after each show. You can't beat that.
Okay. It's fair. So you two are friends.
Yes. My girl.
Cool. And you bake, and you can beat Ariela Nyx.
Yes.
Let's make it.
All right.
Tonight, Corrine Mink
But one R and two N's.
versus Ariela Nyx for the Capital Wrestling Women's Championship.
It's not all sugar and spice for Corrine Mink, as she has a tough challenge ahead of her. It's cake against coffee. It's the women's title match right here.
Sarah Lee. What freedom fighter did what
cake.
more? No, I know who's.
Say what you want about Corrine Mink. If Portia Vaughn can say all she wants, but she's the first.
Don't film it. I just call it. I just call him.
Up and over goes Corrine Mink.
This was a lot.
Into the corner goes Mink. Grabbing her up. Side slam 1, 2.
And you there, but from Max.
Clothesline, the cupcake clothesline from the top. 1, 2. 2 count only.
What are you talking about?
Going for it. Nyx dodges. And now look at the mean streak of Ariela Nyx.
64 women competed in that tournament.
There. Right out of the lungs, forcing those ribs.
Now the vicious strike.
Wait a minute, on the outside, Portia Vaughn holding on. Awful here. But the champ is in control. Again. Ariela Nyx in the corner, Irish whip. Clothesline. Not letting go, staying on Mink here.
And absolutely, look at
Again.
that. And the momentum turning right into Ariela Nyx's favor. Look at that clothesline, getting her down, going for the cover. 1, 2.
Tonight, in the long lineage of great cake.
No, she's not going to do anything if she can't get out of this front face lock here. And
Kicks right to the leg. Suplex. Again, holding on to it. Going for another one. Modifying it. Chip.
Absolutely. She's
Again,
no joke.
overhead.
The training at WrestlePro. But
And there's Portia Vaughn coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on.
there's never an inappropriate time to talk about feminism.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look out. Roll through. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not like that.
Most definitely sweet victory for our gift, Ariela Nyx, the women's champion. She continues to be women's champion. What?
Sweet victory.
A
That's
sweet
that's
victory.
my thing.
That's sweet. Well, it's not a pun. It's an analogy, sort of. It's sweet because she likes the cakes and stuff, but she lost, so it's great.
I get it.
Because Corrine Mink,
Cupcakes were delicious.
I didn't try one. I don't.
Watching your figure.
Yeah. Well, I'm in show business. I got to make something myself. I know you can just, you moonlight as a trash guy, but it's fine. Corrine Mink, sorry, it came up short. Ariela Nyx continues to be the women's champion and the 19th Women's Champion Wednesday.
What? 19th what?
Women's Champion Wednesday. You know, like Women Crush Wednesday, Women's Champion, WCW, the hashtag WCW. 19 Women Champions Wednesdays in a row.
When we come back, we will sit down with the GOATest of all time, Bobby Orlando. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
I can't. How? What is?
What, Women's Champion Wednesday?
Just go to break.
You don't go on the internet?
Just go to break.
Friday night, August 10th, Capital Wrestling and Be Terrific come together for a colossal confrontation. Watch as all the Capital Wrestling champions defend their titles live around the world on Twitch, including Ariela Nyx defending her Capital Wrestling Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. The Capital Wrestling tag titles get defended as Smiley and Juba return to action at the new Capitol Center in Harrison. 30 minutes, one Iron Man, as Ken Dixon defends his Capital Wrestling Championship against the Bad Apple, Matt McIntosh. And in the Colossal Confrontation, Mike Law looks to reclaim his Sapphire television title from the man who stole it from him, the Mempo Mofo. Order your tickets for Friday night, August 10th, starting at $15 at tinyurl.com/Colossal Confrontation.
Welcome back to A View from the Capitol. I'm Mr. Entertainment, Harry Terjanian, joined by my colleague Stephen James. And our guest tonight on the show is a fantastic newcomer to Capitol Wrestling. Somebody who's really made an impact, who I'm very excited to see, the GOATest of all time, Bobby Orlando. Who's gonna
Bobby Orlando.
Yeah, I managed to get ourselves Bobby
That was
Orlando.
your big guest. I know.
Yeah. I told you
That's it? I thought there was one more.
How much bigger could you get than the GOATest of all time?
That makes no sense.
Somebody who I am so happy is finally going to put an end to this madness, as Juba is a tag champ. He's a
tag champ. Look.
No, I know, you're a big fan. You wear the merchandise. You're supposed to be a journalist. You're not supposed to be biased. You know that?
I'm not biased. I just enjoy a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bobby. Come on.
What? All right, we'll go to Bobby. I'm very happy. I don't know if you're Bobby. Are you there? The GOATest of all time. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, that's the voice I recognize. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing swell, my friend. I am doing swell.
I am so excited that you're going to be joining us for the Colossal Confrontation on August 10th, and even more excited that you're finally going to put an end to this insanity and take those titles away from Juba and Smiley.
Juba and Smiley!
Yeah.
So what's your issue with Smiley? I've heard something about maskophobia.
What is my tissue? I will tell you my tissue right here, right now. My issue with Smiley is that, yes, I do suffer from what is known as maskophobia. I fear men who wear masks. And most importantly, not only do I fear them, I have a problem with them.
Yeah. And I don't blame you. I don't think you can trust a man who wears a mask. They hide their identity.
Harry,
they got something.
Exactly.
This isn't a real thing.
I'm talking.
Yeah, he's talking.
Any man or woman or animal that wants to hide their identification from society is clearly an insecure secretary.
Yeah, and see, he's going to put an end to that. The way you're going to put an end to it is fantastic. You decided after the matchup with Smiley and Casey Navarro, watching that happen, you decided to put together a tag team, a Casey Navarro and Eric Martin, Hot Boiz International. What went into the process of creating that team? I know there's a lot that went into it.
Believe it or not, there wasn't much of a process. We are just three like-minded individuals, and we came together and we're like, you know what? We will be unstoppable if we all come together and form a unit. And that's what we did. Hot Boiz International.
Now, I
know the Z! Don't forget the Z! Don't forget the Z!
You know what? Did I forget the Z? If I did, I apologize. Hot Boiz International.
And you know what? You said there's only 3 of us. There's 4, actually. You forgot Bobby Jr., excuse you?
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I meant
apology unaccepted.
Well,
unaccepted.
I don't blame
My
you.
Bobby Jr. My Bobby Jr. should not be left out of the mouth of any human being.
How could you be so callous? Obviously, this man has a connection with a stuffed goat.
It's more than a stuffed goat. It's my companion, Bobby Jr.
Absolutely. It's not just a stuffed goat. And by the way, I do not like your insinuation that asking what is in that goat, accusing of it being a loaded goat. That goat is there to provide guidance.
It might like Boone's Farm.
Well, what do you plan? What do you see happening August 10th, Bobby? What do you see happening when you finally put your boys together, Casey Navarro and Eric Martin, coming together to take on Juba and Smiley for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
Well, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I will because I don't care. What you will be witnessing on August 10th is the dethroning of two men who make me sick to my belly button. It's all over them!
Well, I, for one, Bobby, I'll tell you this, I, for one, could not be more excited to see it happen. I can't wait for you to take the tag team titles away from Smiley and that criminal Juba.
Criminal? What do you have against
Juba?
him?
You need a lozenge,
friend?
Hold up! Hold up!
Don't interrupt him.
Everybody, hold up! This is not a drill! What I have against Juba? What I have against Juba? I will answer that question right here, right now, in the present. What I have against Juba is any man who trusts another man who wears a mask is clearly psychotic.
I couldn't agree more, Bobby. Could not.
Thank you. Kiss my ass.
I could not agree more with you, Bobby. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and I cannot wait. I, for one, again, cannot wait for August 10th. Can't happen soon enough.
Me neither.
Thank you so
Mark it
much.
on the calendars. 8/10. Put it in your calendar apps. Put it on your wall. Mark it on your refrigerator. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell your brother. And tell your sister.
That's right. August 10th, right here on Be Terrific and on Twitch. You can see it all happen. And it's going to be a very exciting night when those tag team titles are ripped away because,
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited.
Speaking of August 10th, when we come back, we'll sit down and we'll take a look at the card as we know so far with our own Brandon Lewis.
Friday night, August 10th, Capital Wrestling and Be Terrific come together for a colossal confrontation. Watch as all the Capital Wrestling champions defend their titles live around the world on Twitch, including Ariela Nyx defending her Capital Wrestling Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. The Capital Wrestling tag titles get defended as Smiley and Juba return to action at the new Capitol Center in Harrison. 30 minutes, one Iron Man, as Ken Dixon defends his Capital Wrestling Championship against the Bad Apple, Matt McIntosh. And in the Colossal Confrontation, Mike Law looks to reclaim his Sapphire Television title from the man who stole it from him, the Menfo Mofo. Order your tickets for Friday night, August 10th, starting at $15 at tinyurl.com/Colossal Confrontation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A View from the Capitol. I'm Stephen James with Mr. Entertainment Harry Terjanian.
That's right.
And sitting by us, of course, is our own correspondent, Mr. Brandon Lewis. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here, View from the Capitol. Hello, everybody out there.
Yeah, Brandon's going to be doing a lot of coverage in addition to helping us out doing the rundown of our upcoming live event on August 10th, the Colossal Confrontation, right here on Be Terrific. In addition to that, he's going to be correspondent for me during the August 8th telethon to raise money for Matthew Ryan Shapiro's medical bills. Is that right, Brandon?
You didn't tell me about that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's happening. That's going down. Yeah, that's part of the whole deal.
I have to clear my schedule now.
No, it's fine.
I'm not even going to be there. I'm going on vacation.
Yeah, you're not going to there.
I've got vacation.
Yeah, but that's also because you're not invited. I mean, it's two things.
Okay.
Yeah, You're not invited. But anyway, we'll get to that. That's going down next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to raise a lot of money. $2.5 million is what we're looking to raise for my good friend Matthew Ryan Shapiro, who was assaulted by Juba. But let's get to the rundown on August 10th, the big event, the Colossal Confrontation, right here on Be Terrific and Twitch.
With next week's Capital Wrestling Television coming at 7:05 on twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling, we'll see MV Young taking on the bulldozer Matt Tremont. But ahead of that, on August 10th, he has a matchup against Chuck Payne. What are your thoughts early on this matchup? Do you think that MV Young has a death wish, for lack of a better term?
I think that he's a young man who just wants to make a statement for himself. And taking on two of the biggest competitors that we have here in Capitol Wrestling, that's a great way to prove himself. But I think it is a bit insane to be taking on both of these men within the same week. Matt Tremont, I mean, the guy's a hardcore icon. And then Chuck Dixon, I stood next to him, and that man is gigantic. He's
Chuck
colossal.
Payne is a big, yeah, he's tremendously large.
Huge guy.
Yeah, it's a very scary and daunting task, I think. But in addition to that, what about the match taking place, sort of a rematch? Bo Crockett from the NRA, the National Wrestling Alliance, taking on the one above all, Anthony Gangone.
Gangone I've known for a long time, but I know that he's someone who's he's been having some losses, although he did have a victory recently. He's looking for a statement for himself, an individual victory, something to put himself back on the map.
A little bit of traction going, perhaps, for his career.
After having that undefeated or unpinned streak for so long before Darius Carter came in, you know, his last singles loss there, yes, but this is a match that we've seen before in the Capitol early on in the history of the company between both men. What sort of changes do you see in both men that would lead to a new matchup? Will the outcome be any different, or will Gangone be victorious?
I don't know if the outcome will be any different. What I do know is, as far as what's changed, this is live. This is the first time ever that we've seen anything like this. This is Twitch Live, the Colossal Confrontation, and you're going to want to make a statement. Gangone wants this. Bo wants this. The world wants this.
Yes.
And this is winner take all in my book.
It does take it to another level when it is live right here on Be Terrific. But what about the Brass Ring Challenge? Stephen Pena answering the Brass Ring Challenge to wrestling's greatest gift, Darius Carter.
Both men are so impressive. The physique on Pena is amazing. This one is blue chipper. He's a star athlete that I'm looking forward to seeing big things from here in Capitol Wrestling. At the same time, Darius, he promises to bring change. And I'm looking forward to that change. I don't really have a favorite. I'm trying to be unbiased. I don't know which way this is going to go. But at the same time, I'm excited by the idea of change. What sort of change will we see here in Capitol Wrestling?
Well, speaking of change, you know, we might as well. We just talked to Bobby Orlando, the leader of Hot Boiz International. The tag titles are on the line. One of my favorite wrestlers and the purveyor of the greatest moment in the history of Capitol Wrestling, Juba, with his tag team partner Smiley, will be taking on Casey Navarro and Eric Martin. What do you think about the tag title scene now that it's stabilized? No longer interim champions. Now we have full-fledged tag team champions in the form of Juba and Smiley.
Well, I got a chance to see Smiley versus Casey Navarro one-on-one, and that took my breath away. Yeah. Both men are so innovative. Smiley is unorthodox on his own, in and outside of the ring. I tried to get an interview with him, can't get nothing. Try to predict a Smiley match, can't predict it. However, if there's someone who can predict where he's going, it's Casey Navarro, because he is quicker than a hiccup. Watching these two go one-on-one, and now it's a tag team championship match. Hot Boiz, we're seeing them for the first time. Juba, Smiley defending the championships for the first time. It's unpredictable. I too am looking forward to seeing the size of Juba as he, I guess, has to take on all of Hot Boiz. I mean, there's 4 people.
I have a question.
That's 3 people and a goat?
3 people and a goat.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Harry. Are you going to be hiding under the table during the whole match like last time?
That is not true. There's no footage of that, so that's rumor.
Can we find footage?
We'll get some footage.
We're not. If we have it, we're not showing it. It doesn't matter. I was not hiding from anything. I was looking for my notes. First of all, I'm a professional broadcaster. But if I was hiding, I don't think you could blame me. Juba is a criminal and a lunatic who has a reputation of striking non-in-ring competitors, the way he did with Matthew Ryan Shapiro, who still needs, by the way, $2.5 million to pay.
You're not getting $2.5 million.
If we come close to it, if we get more, whatever, maybe we'll donate the rest to charity. It's not important.
Speaking of something that is important, the Sapphire Television title is on the line as the Memfo Mofo takes on a man who's been climbing his way back to his title in the form of the Colossal Mike Law.
Mike Law, I think if he wants that championship back, he needs to get into his head that he's probably going to take a bit of punishment. He's going to have to take a bit of a beating. He has to know that going into this, he's in for the fight of his life, because if he wants the gold back, that's how much he's going to have to give. He's going to have to give everything. So he's going to have to take a beating. Along with give one back, I'm not sure if the Memphis Mofo is underestimating Mike Law. I was caught in the crossfire watching these two as I tried to get an interview with Mike Law, and Mike Law didn't get a word in. I didn't get a word in. But I think he might be underestimating how much Mike wants his championship back and how much Mike Law is actually capable of. The man is an athlete, he's super talented, he's a champion, and he wants to be a champion once again.
You could say he's lawsome.
Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Awesome.
Professional comedian. I'm a professional comedian. I don't need that. All right, speaking of championships, another one of the 4 championships being defended that night. The women's championship is on the line as the women's champion Ariela Nyx defends against thick mama pump Jordan Grace. Thoughts, Brandon?
How long has Ariela Nyx been WCW?
It's 19 women's champion Wednesdays in a row.
Good for her.
So far, which is
good
significant.
for her.
Yeah, but we still never really saw the footage from how she obtained the title.
Well, unfortunately, it was a tournament. It's an international tournament, 64-women tournament that took place in the Isle of Malta, it says here in my notes. I was not able to attend due to a previous engagement that I was involved in.
No one was told about it.
You are not allowed to leave the state. I know that because of your ankle bracelet. So, there's a lot going on there. We weren't able to cover it, but it doesn't matter. She's going to make herstory and continue making herstory.
Stop with the herstory.
But it's also someone I've never gotten a chance to see before. Never got to see live. Thick Mama Pump. I'm excited. And as someone who enjoys Ariela Nyx's work, I enjoy seeing what the outcome of this can be. I'm looking forward to the title defense.
Well, let's hope she continues to make.
I will say this about Ariela Nyx: she has not backed down from any challenge thus far, and another debut with Thick Mama Pump. This is a woman who is fast, who is strong. She's a hybrid athlete in that regard. She's got the speed, she's got the look, she's got everything to put it together. But can she be Capital Wrestling Women's Champion? That remains to be seen. But speaking of Capital Wrestling Championships, this is the one that everyone is waiting for. I myself am going to be, excited to call this actions. It's 30 minutes, an Iron Man match for the Capital Wrestling Championship. Ken Dixon takes on Matt McIntosh. Thoughts on the match?
I'm excited. I'm a big fan of Iron Man matches. Matt McIntosh, he's just so talented. You want to see someone who can take it to you striking, he can do that. He can take it to the air, he can wrestle you. He is an athlete, he is a wrestler's wrestler. He's someone who I look forward to seeing as champion one day, but will it be this day? I don't know.
A man who is on a journey of respect. The whole theme of this change in attitude, of everything that he's been so successful at, is he demands respect. He's looking for respect from a man, let's be quite honest, where is Ken Dixon? Where has Ken Dixon been?
Ken Dixon is busy being a champion. Sometimes the prestige of being a champion involves making a lot of appearances. When you're a champion, your price goes up, the demand in
Waffle
your
House doesn't
bookings
count.
goes up. How dare you? How dare! I'm in the middle of making a point. By the way, what's with the matching jackets? Just out of curiosity, when did this happen?
I thought that was a nice looking jacket.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no. I guess. So you both used to be ushers at Radio City Music Hall. That's fantastic. But my point is, and let me make my point without being interrupted. Thank you very much. Is that this is going to be a fantastic matchup, without a doubt. Matt McIntosh, after a really difficult start here in Capital Wrestling, he's on a tremendous roll. He's taken on a lot of people, and he's destined to do great things. And I think this may be the night that it happens. But he's got to go through Ken Dixon, who is not, he's the champion for a reason.
But here's what I'm worried about. We spoke about the quest for respect. What's more important to Matt McIntosh, the respect or the gold? Because Ken Dixon does not need anyone's respect, but he's already champion. What's more important to Matt McIntosh?
Well, we'll find out August 10th, 30 minutes, the Colossal Confrontation.
It goes down right here on Be Terrific and Twitch. We hope you'll join us. You should join us. You'll be foolish not to. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait for you to take part in the telethon that's taking place next week, August 8th.
Guys, it can't happen.
What do you mean it can't happen?
It can't happen.
It's going to happen. Oh, it's happening. Just because you're not here, it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's going down.
Can we cancel it? Is it too late to cancel it?
No, you don't. You're not involved with it. Don't worry. You go on, your local, your staycation or whatever you do. Go hang out at the mall. Go watch some movies with the kids. Whatever you got to do. We'll have a good time. It's a good time and a good cause. So a lot going on next week. August 8th, the telethon, the benefit for Matthew Ryan Shapiro. August 10th, the Colossal Confrontation, right here on Be Terrific.
But don't forget to check out Wide World of Games nightly at 9 p.m. right here on Be Terrific. For Harry Terjanian, Brandon Lewis, and myself, Stephen James, good luck and good night.